Hello everyone, my name is Gimmie. I'm here today with a simple goal to help you in the world of color and DaVinci Resolve. In today's episode, we're going to go over the wonderfully awful codec of MP4 and H.264. In order to understand how H.264 came about, we have to go to a point in time when digital media hit its growth spurt.
It's 2 a.m., January 1st, year 2000. Power's out. It's pitch black. You need light. If you planned ahead, you'll have one of these.
The year is 1999. The internet is what everyone is talking about, and Y2K is upon us. MySpace is booming, and people are starting to share digital media like the plague. We need a way to compress this audio and video so it doesn't take up so much space, with more and more people getting access to video delivery on different platforms. We need a way to compress this audio and video so it doesn't take up so much space, with more and more people getting access to video delivery on a different medium. Bring forth MPEG-4. MPEG-4, or MP4, is a codec that has many parts, 33 to be exact. H.264 is part 10 of the wider MP4 codec. MP4 is fantastic because it's high enough quality and relatively low in file sizes. MP4 was so popular, in fact, that it was adopted by just about every media delivery method you can think of. Your smartphone records in MP4, television is delivered in MP4, and even YouTube and streaming services such as Netflix or Amazon are MP4. Although Google has recently changed to VP9 over MP4, but believe me, it's still garbage. MP4 and VP9 have their place when quality isn't as important as storage space and bandwidth. For example, the Daily News or YouTube, they have hundreds of thousands of hours of recordings saved on hard drives. For them, it doesn't matter if the quality isn't as amazing as it should be, but for you, quality is important because you want to produce the best looking image possible. My goal with today's video is to try and explain what makes H.264 bad. The problem with showing you every detail is that you're watching this video on YouTube, and it's already been compressed to a point that it isn't as good as it could be, but it's better than it would be if I had been working with MP4 to begin with. The way a video image is made is with pixels in a grid formation. If we zoom in on our image, we can see there are tiny dots of information such as luma, which is how bright the pixel should be, and chroma, which is what color the pixel should be. MP4, H.264, and other compressed codecs use a technique called chroma subsampling. This is a way for them to reduce file sizes while retaining most of the data that lies in the pixels. This is passable for most mediums, but it's not at all the best looking picture you can be working with. The way chroma subsampling works is they take one pixel with its luma and its chroma data and share only the luma values with the neighboring 3 pixels, and not the chroma data. With this, you're only getting part of the information about the image available. Chroma sampling works on a number value, such as 444. This is the highest quality image with 0 compression. You have all of the data for each pixel and the best looking image possible. With a compression of MP4 and the like, you get a subsampling such as 422, which is half the image information of 444, and 420, which is 1/4 of the data of 444. Here I have 2 video files. One is Blackmagic Design RAW, or BRAW, and this is recorded at 4K. The other is the same exact clip, except it's compressed to MP4. Now looking at them zoomed out and normally, you can't tell really any difference. But here you can see if I zoom in on the MP4 clip far enough, you can start to see these boxes of information. This is where MP4 starts losing data, and overall will show it. If we zoom in on the Blackmagic RAW file, you'll see that the boxes we saw on the MP4 are no longer there. The compression of H.264 is very obvious when we look at it closely. All consumer-level devices have the ability to record using chroma subsampling. This is an easy way for them to save on space and bandwidth in our current mobile world. The only kinds of cameras that do not subsample footage are professional level cameras that are pretty expensive. This is why they're expensive though, because they have the ability to record all of that information that you would otherwise not get. I have a small trick for you that you can perform to achieve full range 1080p video even using your smartphone. If your smartphone has the ability to record in 4K, you can bring that 4K clip down into a 1080p timeline to achieve 1080p full range media. 4K played back in 1080p will look better than 1080p playing on 1080p. If we take a look at 4K from a pixel standpoint, it has a subsampling brought on by your phone, but those 4 pixels take up the space of 1 pixel in 1080p. So, in 1080p, those extra 3 pixels with missing chroma data now have the full values of luma and chroma. Well, that wraps up today's video, and I hope that I was able to teach you something. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments section so I see them. Giving this video a like is always appreciated, and consider subscribing. And until the next video, have a great day.